All right, so it goes down when me and myself over here seated here in my G's Connect. And it's always a good time to spend some quality time with you. And I'm super excited to be back again to spend time with you here on Showbiz now. We're live on Joy Prime TV. Don't forget, it's also streaming on Facebook. It's Joy Prime TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can join us over there and share your thoughts with us here on the show. Don't forget that the show is powered by Joy Entertainment. My name, God took a microphone, put a soul in it, dropped it on earth, and named it KMJ, and I was born to talk. Let me say a big thank you to the providers of my gold accessories. Of course, I'm talking about Gold Casting Limited, located inside East Legon. Many thanks to them for always keeping me, well decorated. Now, let's move on to some, very exciting news that I have for you today here on the show, and it's all coming up. Reverend Osubempa is up in the news. SP Kofi is up in the news, and of course, on the foreign front, I've got something on Jennifer Aniston for you as well here on the show. So we've got an exciting interview coming up, and I'll be telling you about this young man who has been doing so well in his music career here. All of that on Showbiz now. Ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome to the show. All right, so let's take a dip into some local stories that we have for you this morning. And you all know about the ongoing case of Reverend Osubempa. Now, he's been granted bail, and I'll tell you more about that here on the show. The founder and leader of Glorious Word Power Ministries International, Reverend Isaac Osubempa, has been granted bail of 200,000 Ghana cedis with two sureties. Now, this comes 2 days after a circuit court in Accra denied the popular pastor and three others the request for bail. Few hours after the first hearing on Monday, September 13, Reverend Bempa took ill and was hospitalized at the police hospital in Accra. He was subsequently discharged and returned to cells for police to resume their investigations. The controversial cleric has been charged with offensive conduct conducive to the breach of peace and threat of death as well. On Sunday, September 12, Reverend Osubempa and three others were arrested by the police for issuing threats, brandishing weapons, and attacking police officers. And he was later on granted bail, and the case is still ongoing. And so we're going to follow it keenly and bring you all the details you need on that as well. So yeah, that's a good one over there. Let's see how it pans out eventually. Now, moving away from that, we've got some more stories. And Chief Superintendent Kofi is in the news and is talking about how he dropped out of school thrice. I tell you what, today he is what he is today because of hard work, but he's gone through the mill as well. Now, celebrated gospel musician and police officer, Chief Superintendent Kofi Sapong, has given Ghanaians a way to his private life with his grass to grace story. Now, the renowned musician has narrated how financial constraints caused him to drop out of school thrice while growing up. Just like it is the wish and the dream of every child to grow with his parents who will successfully see them through school, his case was totally different. His life and education, according to him, took a different twist when his father, who was a policeman, left home without looking back. Now, the situation, he said, arose from, his frequent transfers during active service. But at the point, his grandmother vowed not to allow his mother to relocate with him again. Hence, he also left the family. And he says, I am from Brekum, and that was where I lived most of my life. But my father, as a policeman, was often transferred, and we had to move along. But the point, my grandmother stopped my mother from any relocation, which of course was because of the fact that she was fed up. My father also left and never returned until I was about to write my O-level exam. Narrated on Adum TV's Mashasir show, where of course was hosted by Fiamankwa Tamaklo. Now, Chief Superintendent Kofi Sapong said the development massively affected the payment of his fees, and he could not continue to endure the challenges which he faced in school as a result of that. And fast forward, he managed to complete his junior secondary school education, but the challenges became even tougher in his attempt to further his education, but he persisted and did more jobs to support himself. To him, his ability to endure these challenges made him the better person he can proudly say he is today. Interesting. All right. So that's, the story of our very own Ghanaian celebrated gospel musician, Superintendent Kofi Sapong. Now, he's been doing massively well for himself, and sometimes you need to know the backstory of some of the things that these people go through, so you can appreciate them anytime that you see them do what they do. It's not easy for everybody out there, but sometimes it gets tougher for some people, and well, we're glad that he's here today and he's doing what he's doing. Now, let's move on to some more stories about industry issues. And you know that this week has been back and forth with industry issues, really taking the center stage about who thinks that the Ghanaian music industry is doing what and what is not doing, and which people are not making it even thrive or even progress in the first place. Now, Ghanaians will be shocked when I review secrets in our industry. Kim Promise has added his thoughts to the whole issue about the industry and why it's not progressing. And singer Kim Promise says Ghanaians and music lovers as a whole will be shocked to the core when he begins to unfold secrets in the Ghana music industry. According to him, he's waiting for the perfect opportunity with an ace interviewer and spill what he has known as so far since he's made his debut in the music scene. Now, Ghana music and our music industry had a lot to say. One day, me and Delay or someone dope are going to have an in-depth convo. Some will like me and some won't after. Now, taking to Twitter to register his sessions, Kim Promise further said sound engineer Kilbeat also had deep insights, which of course he would also love to share concerning Ghana's music industry, but it would have to be the right time. Now, the day Kilbeat will grant an interview talking about our industry will be a day to remember forever. I await that day, and he said, laughing out loud. And that Kim Promise over there, speaking about all the issues that we're talking about here on the show. Now, folks, let me tell you something that is going to be happening tomorrow at 2 p.m. It's all about what we call Moments with Joy. Now, this is an opportunity for us to get closer, all of us over here at the Multimedia Joy brands. Now, we're talking about Hit FM, we're talking about Joy FM, and we're talking about Joy Prime TV. Now, what we're trying to do is that most of you, the fans of these favorite personalities, always, have been asking, how can we get in contact with you? We want to know this about you. You enter their DMs, you send messages and all of that. Now we're bringing you a perfect opportunity for you to do so. All right. So all you have to do is to tune in, go to our Facebook page on Facebook. It's Joy Entertainment GH. Joy Entertainment GH. When you go there, just like the page and wait for us tomorrow at 2 p.m. It's only online. All right. So 2 p.m. Make sure you join us. Myself and MFA Adeti. MFA Adeti is going to be my guest for the first edition. Now, don't forget that she is the presenter on Prime Morning. Prime Morning is the morning show for Joy Prime TV. So she's going to be my guest. MFA Adeti is going to be my guest, and I'm excited about it. And I'm sure you're excited about it as well. So all the questions you want to be asking MFA that you've not been able to ask, please do well and ask them tomorrow at 2 p.m. with myself, hosting Moments with Joy. All right? Hope to see you there. I'm going to come back real quick, and I have an interview for you. Bo-Arche is here with me. We're going to be looking at what exactly he's been doing with his music career here on the show. I've tried that dance for like how many years now? Only God knows it's not working, man. But that's a new one from the man. I call him the Sakura man. Mr. Drew over there with the Kitty. They call that one Shiperu. It's off the new album, the Alpha album. Go check it out if you haven't yet. It's on Boomplay, all right? So let's make sure that we support Ghanaian music. It's very important because we can't just go with one person looking for Grammy. Let's all scatter ourselves together and make it happen. There's a reason why we try as much as possible to give a chance to people who are putting so much effort into music here in Ghana and the industry at large to come and talk about what they've got for Ghanaians and all of that. Speaking of that, I've got in the studio with me one budding artist, and he's been doing super well for himself. He's got a new, projects that he'll be talking to us about as well. We're going to get all the details of that here on the show. Now, his name actually excites me. He's supposed to be called Bo-Arche or something like that. And he decided to do it Bo-Arche. Bo-Arche. All right. So what's up? How are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Your name is a good name.
No, sure.
Just that you needed to find a way to, change the Bo-Arche to the Bo-Arche.
Bo-Arche.
So how is it pronounced?
It's Bo-Arche.
Bo-Arche.
Yes.
Okay. And the reason Bo-Arche means what?
Well, coming into the industry, I checked, I did my own research. I realized there are so many Bo-Arche in the system. So why don't I find a name that will stand out? that will resonate and will be easy for the outside world to also pronounce. So instead of Bo-Arche, I decided, okay, let me rebrand it and make it Bo-Arche.
Bo-Arche.
Exactly.
So you also Afrobeat artist?
Yes, I do Afrobeat.
Okay. Besides doing Afrobeat, I mean, is there any other genre that, or you want to just say that you are an Afrobeat artist?
Well,
and that's what
I
you belong?
do high life, and as we all know, high life is the mother of Afrobeat. So anybody who does high life automatically is doing Afrobeat in a way. Yeah. So high life, hip life, and Afrobeat.
Okay. Yeah. And let's talk about the journey a bit. How has it been for you?
Well, I started music, I would say, at a very tender age. Yeah, I remember. I think I was about 16 years. Okay. But I started singing when I was 5, 6 years there. And I realized I could sing. That was in the year 2007. The year 2007, we had a program in Kumasi, and was hosted in our church. That was Alvin Slaughter. He came to Ghana. Okay. That was in 2007. I got the opportunity to be part of the mass choir. Then after I realized, no, I have passion for music, so why don't I let it be something that is going to be part of me? And
that's how the journey began. So you also started from the church?
I started from
the church. And you decided to leave the church? And
I've not left the church. I've not left the church. It's still church.
Why are you not doing gospel music?
Okay, I'm not doing gospel, but I think what I'm doing, it's the same.
That's not what you think of, that's what the Bible says.
It's not about, okay, the Bible says your good deeds, your talent will make you, I stand in front of the kings and queens, that's what the Bible says, right? So my talent is music. And if we say talent basically is not about just music. You can be a footballer, it's a talent, but you don't do it in church. You do it on a pitch. You can be an athlete. So we have different types of talents, but they are not doing in church. But why is it that when it comes to singing, we only want to limit it into church? So I think
So you're still doing the Lord's work?
Yeah, I'm still doing
by singing love songs?
Yes, because...
And helping people fornicate?
No, it's not helping people to fornicate, but you know, there are songs that speaks real life. Okay. So if I go to church and the pastor talks about real life and I'm also singing a song that talks about real life, I think we are doing the same thing.
It's different from singing songs that will speak about real life issues positively entirely. And it's different from you singing some that will impact people's life positively and others that will impact people's life negatively, because you don't do songs, you're not doing songs that will always talk about good things. Most of your songs will always have good things and bad things in there.
Okay.
If I'm lying, just say.
No, I think that will be my lifestyle, because my lifestyle will.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So you look at it from that angle, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
I see. Interesting. All right. So for those of you who are out there and you want to judge what he's saying about the gospel and doing gospel songs, let's take this video and use the video to judge for yourself whether he's doing it for God or he's doing it for God. Right, so that's Bo-Arche with Victoria. It's the first time I play here on the show. I love the video. How much did you spend on that video?
I think you have to talk to the management.
The management,
yes, no, yeah.
But did you spend a lot?
We did, yeah.
Why did you decide that you've recorded a song, you're not too sure about how it's going to do in the market, whether you're going to make your money back or not? You decided to put a lot of money into shooting quality video. That video is a good video. I love it. I love everything you put together. Why did you decide to do that?
It all boils down to investment, branding. Branding is the key. I think one thing we lacking in the industry, I would say, is branding. Yeah, because we always we compare ourselves to the Nigerians, but the investment they do, it's way higher than ours. So it's kind of, it's making our industry stall start because we are not moving. Yeah, but when you invest and you invest right, we are not looking at today or tomorrow, but future contingencies.
So your management believes that in the future they're going to get all the monies they're putting into this, and that's why they're supporting you to do that. So when you hear industry people talk about, you know, let's project ourselves with good quality music videos, expensive music videos, and others are countering that, oh, it's not the way to go because we totally don't have the money to be doing all of these things and all that. Where do you stand in some of these arguments?
Well, I think we need to invest a lot in our craft, because that is what is limiting us, because there are so many A-list artists that don't produce quality videos. And it's the visuals that sells you out there. Nowadays, music has become like the visuals sells more than the audio. So when people get to know you, that is when they get to get your audios as well. So investing in video, I think, is the key because that sells the image.
I see. Interesting stuff. Now that's Victoria, the new one that you know, the video is not shown anywhere apart from here. You know, so it's just dropped today. We're showing it to you. That's what I'm talking about. It's Showbiz now. All right. So what are some of the projects that you're working on before we go? What do you want to tell your fans as well, and some of the things they should look out for as well?
Well, we're planning of with the management. We're planning of releasing an album maybe early next year.
Okay.
Yeah. But this year, before the year goes to an end, we will release like 2 songs in addition to this one with videos. Yeah. Okay,
so you're just moving steadily. You're not in a rush. You're taking your time. Management supports you. They believe in your talent, and so you're taking it step by step. Awesome. What do you want to tell your fans, your loved ones as well?
Well, this is what I want to say. Bo-Arche is here to stay, and we are here to give you guys good content, good music. It's all about love. It's all about real life stories. Bless you.
All right, so that's what it is. Bo-Arche here with me, and make sure you go out there and check his songs out. This is the man we're talking about. When I come back, Naniao is joining me here this morning. We're looking at celebrities out there and some of the things that happens to them when they are aging. You know about the Sam Agitefio situation where he's been getting help from certain quarters. Are we going to go this way? Do we owe, them responsibility of giving them money when they get to a certain stage where they can't take care of themselves anymore as Ghanaians, as people? We're going to be looking at that conversation here on the show. Stay with us. You're still live here on Showbiz now. We're live on Joy Prime and also streaming on Facebook. Don't forget to be a part of it. It's Joy Entertainment Powered. And of course, we're looking at tomorrow, 2 p.m., where we get to spend some quality time with you. Moments with Joy begins tomorrow, 2 p.m. on our Facebook page, Joy Entertainment GH. That's where you have to go and be a part of it, okay? So go and like the page and join us tomorrow, and let's have that conversation with Emefa Adeti. She's going to be my guest tomorrow, and well, she's got a lot of things to share with you, all right? So please be a part of it tomorrow, 2 p.m. on our Facebook page, Joy Entertainment GH. Now, let me go on the Zoom and speak to my brother, Naniao, who is from OnePlayAfrica.com. Naniao, good morning. How are you doing? Unmute your microphone so I can hear you too, if you can hear me.
Hi, KMJ, can you hear me?
Awesome, you're doing well. You're doing well. It's always good to have you on the show, my brother.
It's always good to be on your show, my brother.
Awesome.
You speak well.
Awesome. Awesome. So there's a worrying situation that we seem to have found ourselves in over the period. Now, this is not the first time we're seeing a celebrity comes out to say that I am in dire need of money. I need help from Ghanaians. Now, at a point, it's becoming like a responsibility of Ghanaians to come to their aid anytime such situations come. Now, some people believe that we owe them nothing. I mean, if nothing at all, we support them with, our monies with what they do, because if we don't buy whatever they are selling, they don't become the celebrities that they become. But in recent times, it looks as if Ghanaians are very worried about the fact that almost every time we have a celebrity complaining about something, we have a celebrity who needs help. Why are we getting on this path? And we know it's been a long time situation. How do we move away from this path?
Thank you, KMJ. Thank you to everybody watching us. So I think it's something that is repeating itself from the music to the movies.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure other parts of the creative industry is also there. I'm talking about lack of systems working. It's a failure. It's a system failure that is causing most of our aged celebrities to find themselves in the times that we are in right now. Because see, listen, if you take a movie produced or a TV drama series produced, once any actor, actress is cast is in that series, he's supposed to be paid royalties for playbacks. It's as simple as that. There's a lack of system failure on the side of whether I don't want to say government or the movie industry, where people are not being paid what they are supposed to get or what is due them. So we are always going to find people in these situations. Okay, so if you have a good system that is working, you should know that once a TV network airs a drama or a movie, they're supposed to pay a certain royalties to the owners, and the owners are supposed to pay every actor or actress. It's called the residuals. And everywhere across the world where movies are shown or movies are released or films are made, there's a system that pays residual. Residuals are like your pension money for you as an actor or as an actress. So if there's no such thing, obviously, come on, money comes, money goes. You have people who are even rich in America, actors who are very rich, they end up being broke, KMJ. And what sustains them is their residual. So you have people saying that, oh, Denzel is using his residuals to pay for kids to go to film school. How is he able to do that? System is able to generate money for him. I mean, now, look, listen, all the movies that they make are going on YouTube, they are going on Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Apple TV, Roku. You name it. If every platform is paying royalties on the movies that are being used from these actors and actresses, come on, we will not be in this case, because at the end of the day, the actor knows that every month or 3 months, I'm going to get so and so for my movie that I have made. System failure is costing our Ghana entertainment industry, and when we speak about it, nobody comes to our aid. All we get is vice presidents giving out money to people who are in dire need, and we are clapping. We have a problem.
Nanaya, indeed we have a problem, but you see the interesting situation, the irony of the whole thing is that the same politicians that we expect that they would do something to help us put the system in place by, we pushing ourselves, are the same people who come to our aid when we need the money.
Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, I've said it in my office 1,001 times. They'll tell you. I always say that if you ask a Ghanaian entertainer today, what do you need, systems or money? They will choose money. Because, listen, you have people to feed in your homes, you have school fees to pay, you have bills to pay. When would a system be fixed? And you see, the system takes time to also formalize itself and get to work. So by the time a system is fixed and put in place for things to be okay, it will be like 5 to 10, 12 years. Because there are people within the system that will make sure that the system does not work or does not flow as it's supposed to flow. As we speak now, I am told, if I'm lying, Actors Guild, Pfeiffer and Co., one of them are in court fighting for leadership. See what I'm trying to say? So if governments come to say that, hey, Actors Guild, hey, Pfeiffer, hey, the guys in the movie industry, what is the one thing that I can do to solve the system failure? Trust me, they will say, give us money, because we think of today and not tomorrow. So we will have this problem every now and then until a government who comes into power and dictates and say that, hey, I don't care whether you are in court or you are in this, I'm not giving you guys a dime until you guys fix yourself so that I can put systems in place. A government that will come and say that every television network in Ghana who is airing a movie, you have to pay five Ghana cedi per 30 minutes or 30 seconds of the movie.
Okay.
And so actors will have to receive 1 Ghana cedi per 60 seconds. That's the mathematics that is not elsewhere.
Okay.
Until we solve that case, we are not going anywhere.
All right, Nanaya, our time is up. We're going to continue this conversation. Thanks a lot for making time with me. Really appreciate this. Anytime I call on you, you're here for me. Many thanks to you. Now, God willing, tomorrow we're back at 11 to wrap it all up for the week. And of course, later at 2 p.m., you join me with MFA Aditi with Moments with Joy. Many thanks to the production team for the great work done. God willing, we're back tomorrow. My name, God took a microphone, put a soul in it, dropped it, and named it KMJ, and I was born to talk. Don't forget to do it and communicate. And of course, you take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.